Hey everybody, Christina here with One Creative Direction. How are we doing tonight? We are going to do something a little different, a little fun, getting ready for autumn, fall, you know, that harvest season we all like with everything pumpkin. Yes, tonight we are going to do a pumpkin and canvas pour. This is one of two commissions that I'm going to be doing. I have someone who contacted me, one of their friends sent them a video where they saw somebody pouring over a pumpkin and onto a canvas, and they thought it was really cool, asked me, of course, if I'd ever seen it. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of the same concept as the vase, right? So they want two sets. So this one here that I've got already set up, the orange one, they want one set of colors and they want a canvas for both. And then I got this, it's a one piece. The one that I'm gonna do first is a two piece. It's got a lid. This is just a one piece. I picked this up yesterday at Ollie's. So this will be one as soon as we decide what colors we want on this one. This is gonna be more like browns and beiges on this one with white. So tonight we're gonna do this two piece. I've got the lid already. We're gonna pour it separate because I don't want to muddy the paint on the canvas with two pours unless I need a lot more paint on the canvas before I tilt. We should be good. Okay, so we're gonna pour paint. And I'm going to tell you, hopefully you can see this. I've got a new camera set up. Hopefully it works out really well in my favor and you guys are able to see it a lot better. We've got, that was, let's see, what was that? Artist Loft Metallic Orange. This is just straight black. And I want to make sure that I'm not putting the black, and I just put a little more black in there than I really wanted to. And I've got a, let's see, this is Liquitex Basics Cadmium Orange. They really just wanted it orange, white, and black. So I'm going to alternate whites. I have this cloud pour. All right, I'm going to use that. And then I've got Utrex medium orange, one of my favorite colors of orange. And we're going to start over. I'm going to try to get 2 layers in each cup. I'm going to try not to put as much black in here this time. I don't want black to overtake the painting. The canvas, the pumpkin, neither one, really. So we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna put the paint in the cup, and then I'm gonna put it on pause, and I'm going to get everything ready over here on my pumpkin. Now, like I said, I'm alternating whites. This white here is is that Soho? I think that's Soho, excuse me. Put my arm in here. No, Blick Metallic Pearl. That's what that one was. All right, and back to this one. Whoop, a little too much. Let's see if we can salvage that. I've got my second sheet of plastic. This is my cup pouring plastic here. I always scrape it up and reuse my scrapes. All right. I think I'm going to wait on the second cup, but I am going to cover my paints and then prep the pumpkin and then change the view of the camera, and I'll be back. Okay, everyone, we're back. I've got everything ready. This is cleaned off. I've got my paint poured in my cups. I've got my prep coat. If you've ever seen any of my vase making videos, I always pour a prep coat on before I put my colors. It helps the colors flow better. You use a lot less paint. And what I usually do is just take one of my paints. In this case, I'm going to do white. I almost always do white. And I thin it down really, not super, super thin, but pretty thin. This is the Cloud Mixture, just because it starts off a lot thicker than the rest of them, I think. And might need to add just a little bit more water to this. But it coats the vase or the glass or whatever a lot better, I feel like, than just doing one of the regular paints. I did level my canvas on my canvas holders. I just used PVC pipe, and I did level these as much as I could on my my furniture risers. I use these quite a bit for multiple things within my art. So everything up to that point is pretty level. I did have to flip the cup with the opening on the top because the bottom of the pumpkin had a concave or convex, depending on which way you're looking at it. So a regular cup wouldn't fit there. It would just wobble everywhere. So I just flipped it. So it was a little more challenging to get this somewhat level. So it's about as good as it's going to get. So I just wanted to speed this section up here because it is quite a lengthy process to add the paint over the pumpkin. It's just my preference. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I just find that the paint flows a lot better over the surface when you pour it. So didn't want to make you sit through all that. So catch you in the next section. All right, let's get started. And I'm going to do this similar to how I did the other part. I'm going to try to avoid getting as much paint in that center spot, but it's just not going to work, is it? This is what I was afraid of, that black would overtake the painting. That's what I was afraid of. It's a little too much black, but I think we'll be okay. Try to get some of this out of here. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. Assess what we got here, see if I need to do the second one, which I think I do, but I'm gonna take my blow dryer. This is what I usually do at this point, is I take my blow dryer and put it on low, and I just help some of this paint out of here. Otherwise, that is going to be a huge amount of paint in there. All right, that should be good. That's going to take a little while to dry because that's still going to leave a lot of paint in there. All right, and then from here, you can see where we need paint. I think that side will be okay. Let's drizzle some here. Now at this point, I'm going to try to encourage this in certain spots.
Hey guys, I'm going to speed this section up because it takes quite a while to touch this up and torch it. So significantly sped up, so keep that in mind. I'm just touching up the bottom part of this.
Now, I think what I'm going to have to do is get a syringe and suck some of that out of there. Otherwise, that paint is going to be about that thick in this spot right here, which is not a good thing. So let me dig one of those out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to use this to try to suck some of this paint out of the center here. Very, very carefully. Yeah, that's pretty thick. Go very, very slow and let it just keep coming down. I'm going to go in like a spiral direction. Okay, I'm gonna squirt all that out at the edge there so we can use it. That was quite a bit of paint. Now let's see how much is left there. Okay, I think that's doable. We're gonna leave that. All right, that is actually really, really pretty. I am super thrilled about how this turned out. All right, so I'm going to pause and I'm going to get this off of here, get it off somewhere safely, and then I'm going to proceed to pour the rest of this paint onto the center of this. All right, I will be right back. Okay guys, I have to apologize because I forgot I didn't put the camera on, and I took the rest of what was in that cup and I added it to the center. So my apologies, everyone. I always torch my cloud before I stretch. All right, I think we've got plenty on here. So I think what I hesitate to do anything. So we're just gonna pull this off of here. And this is a canvas panel because I thought I was going to have to set that heavy pumpkin on here, and I thought, oh, let's use a canvas panel because it is so heavy. But then I got the brilliant idea to set it up the way I did, so didn't necessarily need it. All right, we're gonna try to make this pretty.
Okay, so once again, I'm going to significantly speed this up because it does take a long time to tilt and stretch paint that is this thick for a cup pour. So, catch you on the next section.
All right, so I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna put this. I left the rack here so I can put it on there. See if I can get that over there without dropping it. All right. All right, I'm going to go clean up and then I will be back to set up for painting on the lid. So I'm gonna have to pour more colors into one of these cups to be able to do that. So stay tuned, I will be back.
Okay, everyone, so I'm going to apologize because I had some serious phone camera issues for this video. I think I thought I turned the camera off in the previous part when it actually ran for about 10 minutes when I wasn't even supposed to be recording. So then I thought I turned it on to pour the lid, but I didn't, so I apologize. So here's the finished lid. I do appreciate you guys coming along for this. I know it was kind of long, but very long process. So thank you for joining me, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye now.